Welcome back to The Ed Show. Have you heard some of the crazy things that are being said by conservatives? It's time for Psycho Talk. Well, in Psycho Talk tonight, this is a tough one. The Rabbi Dr. Morton H. Pomerantz for writing a column titled, quote, "Obama breeds climate of hate against Jews." I can guarantee you George W. Bush never had to put up with anything like this. While you're at it, let's also throw in Newsmax in Psycho Talk tonight for publishing such garbage. Just hours after the 88-year-old white supremacist James Von Brunn entered the Holocaust Museum and began shooting, Newsmax published this, quote, "Our new president did not tell a virulent anti-Semite to travel to the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum in Washington to kill Jews. But he is most certainly creating a climate of hate against us. It is no coincidence that we are witnessing the level of hatred towards Jews as President Obama positions America against the Jewish state." I mean, it's just unbelievable. The rabbi goes so far as to compare the president to Nazis. If his, meaning Obama, views are not vigorously opposed, they will create a dangerous and great as opposed by the threat by the Nazis to the Jewish people. Obama is as dangerous to the Jewish people as the Nazis? That's unbelievable. As the people who conducted the systematic extermination of 6 million Jews? Again, this is Psycho Talk and way out of bounds. The rabbi blames the president for breeding hatred in the shooter, a guy who has probably hated the Jewish people since before Obama was even born. You think a white supremacist would even listen to President Obama, our nation's first black president? That is really sad Psycho Talk.
Ed, one small kind of media criticism point I would make is that it frustrates me when these nuts go and shoot someone and then their crazy, disgusting writings are all over the internet. And a lot of, blogs on both sides post this stuff to ridicule it, to say, look at this crazy guy. I say let these people's hateful words die with them. Don't let them get their message
What about
out.
that, Kevin? What do you think?
No, I think that's right. And, I don't want to criticize your particular show, Ed, because, I think you engage in an awful, thoughtful and fair debate with us. But, you look at Psycho Talk before. I mean, that stuff, I don't really think that Americans need to hear that back and forth. I think maybe, there are those that believe that when we show them and expose them for what they are, that there are lessons learned. But I think a thoughtful discussion like this about policy, about how we move forward, about maybe education, I think that's a much more solid contribution to the public dialogue.
Well, the point on that is that, when you've got news organizations like Newsmax and you've got rabbis out there who are laying claims on the president that simply are so far out of bounds, creates the thought process out there that fuels these hate groups. And I have to say, Kevin, I think that is Psycho Talk.
No, I think you're right. But I think you're right. That's a good point. But I think it's not emblematic of the larger, smarter, more intellectual discussions that are had.
Particularly if it's an underground nut. This guy had no other platform. He wasn't being published by any semi-mainstream outfit at all. So let his words die with him.
Wish we had more time tonight. I want to thank all of you for being here. Thanks so much. That's The Ed Show. We'll be back here tomorrow night, same time, 6 o'clock Eastern, right here on MSNBC. Town Hall.